Hello, my name is Matthew Perez, and this is my Week 6 multimedia discussion for MPA 594, and my title for this presentation is MPA Concepts and Theories. So let's get started. So I'll be talking about 4 concepts from other MPA classes, and the first one will be Paul Light's Tide of Reform, the second one will be Henry Mitzberg's 10 managerial roles, the third concept will be Victor Vroom's expectancy theory of motivation, and the fourth theory will be French and Raven's basis of power. A GPA theory that came to mind that we didn't discuss in this review class is Paul Light's 4 tides of reform. Since the first tide of reform is titled scientific management, and it has to do with finding efficiency. And so this can definitely be applied to Frederick Taylor's scientific management, but it also can be applied to Luther Gulick's PosCorp elements. Since Luther Gulick was trying to develop a solution to be more efficient from a technical perspective. The second tide of reform is called war and waste, and this can be done by auditing different government agencies. The third tide of reform can be related to Wilson's dichotomy of public administration, since there can be a direct correlation between public administrators overseeing elected officials and making sure that public administrators provide the best possible life to a government organization. The fourth tide of reform is called liberation management, and this can be done by evaluating different outcomes and from those outcomes developing new strategies and standards that government agencies can use in the future. Another GPA theory that came to mind that wasn't touched on this class is Henry Mitzberg's 10 managerial roles. So Mitzberg concluded that managers can perform 10 different roles, and each of these roles has a specific function, and he broke them down into interpersonal roles, informational roles, and decisional roles. And this concept can be applied to a GPA question that discusses Max Weber's 6 principles of a bureaucracy, such as developing formal rules, and it also can be related to Henry Fayol's 14 principles of management, such as a unity of command and authority. So there's also some PSML theories and concepts that I thought of when thinking about this, and the first one was Victor Vroom's expectancy theory of motivation. So he believed in order to make somebody motivated, there has to be 3 different elements that include expectancy, instrumentality, and valence. Once those 3 elements are met, a person can be motivated in the workplace. And this concept can be applied to a standard PSML question that relates to human resources management, such as Maslow's hierarchy of needs and Elton Mayall's Hawthorne effect, where both theories were developed to figure out how to motivate people in the workplace. The second PSML theory that wasn't covered in class that I thought about was French and Raven's basis of power. This model shows the 5 different types of power that can exist. And for a public agency, there's definitely different forms of this types of power all throughout the hierarchy of a government agency. And this concept can be applied to a PSML question that relates to management, understanding the different types of powers that exist in a public organization. In order to access Paul Light's Tides of Reform, you can refer back to your Human Resources Management Public Service textbook, or you can also pick up a copy of Paul Light's The Tides of Reform textbook. In order to learn more about Henry Mitzberg's 10 managerial roles, you can read more about it in the Organizational Behavior textbook. To learn more about Victor Vroom's expectancy theory, I would recommend watching a video on YouTube from Atlantis Business Academy. And the video was interesting because he broke down each element that makes up motivation into simple terms that was easy to understand. And to learn more about French and Raven's basis of power, there's a good YouTube video from the communication coach Alex Lyon, in which he describes each basis of power in depth. I also provided a list of references that's based from the previous slide. Thank you for listening to my presentation. I wish you all the best of luck in writing your written exams for the GPA and PSML questions.